I get that feeling? I'm going to speak up feeling. So let's talk about when you want to move in London, Ontario. So again, like me, again, the clones in my phone. We own you, Lynn. We own you. We're just going to be the king of the castle. It's Friday. We're going to drink. We're going to... and we're going to spew bullshit in your ear all day. So much like hanging out with the narcissist, remember, you never want them to tell you anything, but they always will, right? Their advice is shit. They're shit. Why would you take advice from a fucking non-human? Why would you take advice from somebody peeking out from their mask? Why would you ever take advice from somebody that acts like a hero in public and behind closed doors, they're a fucking messy monster? And when I mean messy, they're spilling their coffee all over the place, man, and not even picking it up. Walking dead with the coffee. So the woman, or switch the roles around, picks up, cleans up after them. So again, the man needing the mummy, they need that mummy, and the messed up Jezebel, she needs the fucking to rule the roost. Much like the dominating man, they're just a big ball of shit. 1:11 on the timer. So anyway, my thing here in London, Ontario, Canada is, I think one thing I can be grateful for today, besides my sobriety, is I think when people are being human trafficked, they take their phones away, right? And again, I am alive and no one's putting their dick inside of me because I'm very much celibate as well. So for today, I have my celibacy, my sobriety, and being drug-free to be the real, authentic me. So I can use my voice to heal others. So again, using my mess as a message to heal. Not to look for being a great person, not to look for validation from people and to be a superstar, just to be the real me with unconditional love for everybody, but not for the narcissist or people that take advantage of people, not for the dirty car salesman, so to speak. And again, I'm not saying all car salesmen are dirty narcissists, so get it out. She said all dirty, but that's what they do. 222 on the timer, so keep that in mind. The narcissist in my ear and me, again, getting away from these people years ago to just leave me sitting in a hotel. Again, think about it though. Am I able to use my phone? I can make it for videos. I've been tormented the whole time I've made a video. It's always been abusive, and I can't find an apartment or a house. And if I try to find one again today, it's going to be abusive again. And at the same time, they're gonna think it's funny. Well, we thought it was funny. We only did it once, and then they've been doing it to me for years. But I still don't have that. But I do have myself. And today, for that, I'm very grateful that I am sober. Namaste. Actually, because I don't make shorts anymore, I'm going to keep talking. So I got a couple choices today. I got the phone, which I'm grateful for. But now that I said it, do I really have my phone? I am being able to make videos. But again, they made me do it the long way now so that my shorts can't go viral. Because most people watch shorts. They don't watch long videos. That was being abused for years. Then I got the phone where I can't call the people that I love, which there's like fucking 2 in the whole planet. Maybe like 10 under if I really think back to some of the awesome people that I had in my life. So again, dominating you, isolating you, wanting you to feel alone, and every time you smile, they hate it more. So again, that's the people I'm here for. And again, I'm being scalar weaponized right in my back right now, and I don't give a fuck. And the same thing happened to me as last Thursday in the hotel. Again, I think I just said it on another video. Except I had a joining room with the man, and I couldn't sleep last Thursday, and I couldn't sleep this Thursday, and the same person's in the hotel, but down from me. So again, that's showing you to be very cautious and careful of who you give your energy to. But again, I was able to ride the wave. So let's call it riding the wave of somebody else's demons, or riding the wave, again, staying away from the narcissist, because I got that much going on up here where I'm like consciously aware of everything. So again, you can't pull a fast one on me. But again, because I had no help from the police, very disrespectful, whether they were Masons or not. Again, the same smirky jerks. Again, a whole community of loose harvesting lizards. And since the narcissists really are, I'm going to make an do today. That's it. And then when the beer runs out at midnight again, they're stuck with that friend on the back porch. Oh, and then they, because they hate themselves. But to make a change and then hate somebody else who wanted to use her mess as a message when she should have had a fan club of friends. And again, remember the narcissist won't stop. So I got, my pet monster stuck to me. And the cops knew. I mentioned the guy's name, man. And again, turning it and twisting it. So again, keep in mind, all they're there for is to pull you back. Same with the guy that I went on a date with a couple of years ago, driving down with the fucking ignition in his car, man. I'm fucking sober. I'll come for a ride to the bank machine. Bringing all his wine over and then having the audacity as I drank there with a near beer saying, this is a narcissist again. One won't hurt you. Who cares? Why bother? Just have one. One line won't hurt you. One beer won't kill you. You can start again. And I'm not that person. So again, I'm here to keep spreading my mess as a message because I do have the strong-willed personality to never back down to them because you can see through the facade because they're weak cowards. And I bet you there's a lot of people within this city that got bogged down by these monsters, and that's what they are. Again, the man that came over and went on the date with me, again, to sit there and drink the whole time in front of me and then have the audacity, I mentioned it yesterday in a clip, to have the audacity to say, why don't you just try to cut back after I've been sober for like 3 years? Why don't you just try to cut back drinking? It'd probably be hard. It'd probably be a lot easier for you. So again, a fucking drunk telling somebody, start again, just start drinking again. It'd probably be another challenge for you or whatever you said, basically making it sound like it was going to be the way I did it by stopping drinking. This is how they manipulate. By me stopping drinking and never drinking again was a coward's way out, and it was better just to cut back on your drinks. So let's talk for the non-complying, not aligning with spirit narcissists on how cutting back your drinks is going for you motherfuckers out there. Because I had a friend a couple of years ago. I only had 2 last night, and then the night before I had 10, so I'm doing okay. And then they talk themselves out of if they're an alcoholic or not, and now they're 77 going, and their breath stinks like wine, halitosis, and they smell like a prostitute. Because usually that's what they are by then. Because they're not any of those things, right? Because they're perfect. And the prostitute one, I'm not talking about the fucking people that are being human trafficked. I'm talking about the very much hoes that front in your face and spread a smear campaign around me about you, the other person around when they're the ones that are out there sleeping around. Remember, they need anything to give them validation. And wouldn't it be better just going to a sexual meeting today saying you had a sex addiction? I mean, I just stopped sleeping around, right? Because people, when you get to a higher consciousness, they turn you off, and eventually you want to look for love and have that real love come back to you that you had at one point before it was taken away and triangulated and manipulated and gaslit by narcissists. So they put fear and doubt into everybody, and they're just clout chasers. They want the big fancy car. They want the hot wife or the hot husband. And then after 90 days, they'll throw you away because you're just not that hot anymore. But you know who's not hot anymore? Them. Because you know what? Think about them in high school. They already were ugly. And thinking that they're better than people is the most ugliest thing on the fucking planet. Namaste.